So Sonic the Hedgehog artist, uh, what is that? Jiggy Dutrix under fire from mocking Charlie Kirk tragedy online, quickly locks X account. So there's a lot of this. This is of course by that Park Place, and this is a bit actually old by this point. It's a few days old, but this is one of the worst things that I ever seen from all of the people that actually sent Charlie Kirk some hate. So we only found out about this today because there are so many news of that sort.
Digging up people like that. So.
Yeah, unfortunately. So let's read this and we're going to discuss. There's also some Twitter stuff that we're going to take a look from Grumps. Sonic the Hedgehog artist is gaining infamy online for mocking the Charlie Kirk tragedy. The assassination of Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, remains a raw wound in America's political and cultural landscape. Across the nation, supporters mourn the loss of a conservative leader who had dedicated his life to speaking out on campuses and defending traditional values. But not everyone responded with respect. In fact, some celebrated. Among these voices was a figure tied to Sega's flagship family-friendly brand, Sonic the Hedgehog. And here we have from Grams, IDW Sonic artist and writer has gone off the deep end, Charlie Kirk. And let's click on that and let's see what that is about.
No way.
Okay. So, oh my gosh. So, hello Sega. So I guess this guy, Crack, wrote to Sega and tagged them, and also the publishing.
IDW Publishing.
Yes. Is terrorism a representative of the Sonic the Hedgehog brand? Jiggy Dutrix, IDW Sonic artist writer, is celebrating a murder. She supports killing cops, the rich, and supports users advocating for terrorism and politically racially motivated mass murder. I'm going to say murder.
We can't say, okay.
This is in addition to Dutrix recommending a
pornographic book.
pornographic book to
Jesus Christ.
As a lifelong Sonic fan, I find this deeply disappointing and upsetting. Well, to say the least.
As a lifelong Sonic fan, I also find this for extremely,
horrible. And horrifying.
Totally horrifying.
I'm gonna click on this now. I'm gonna click on this. So let me maybe move this so you can see it.
Hey, Roadkill. Roadkill is here.
Hi to you. Don't worry, we just started. Okay, let me move this real quick. Window. Yeah, I cut it a bit more than I should have. So let me fix that. And we're going to be 100. No, we need more here. Actually, even more.
More, yes.
And
even more.
Let's see, yeah, and zero. Perfect. Now you can see everything. I'm gonna put it like this. Okay, let's read it now from our big screen here. So if I click on this, it's gonna be too big. Yeah, but okay, it's fine. It's fine. So it says, I mean, this is from her, the Spotify playlist. So this is her Spotify playlist. There's Charlie Kirk is dead. This Charlie Kirk is dead. This Charlie Kirk is dead. I mean, how can you listen to this? This is sadistic. I don't know what to call it.
How exactly? Yes.
I mean, this is evil.
Yeah.
Well, okay, one word, evil. I mean, who does that? Who does that?
Yeah.
It's these days quick AF. What does this even means? I mean, this is just horrible.
Don't speak woke.
Love that for them. What? I mean, you have to be mentally deranged. That's just not a normal behavior.
I mean, and that's a person who is writing Sonic and drawing Sonic comic book, which is meant for kids.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that the one that is publishing here in Bulgarian actually is not the one from her. Yeah. It's actually one of the good ones. Yeah.
I think freaking God.
Yeah.
And this guy posted, inside you are 2 bricks. Inside you. 2 bricks.
Inside you are 2 bricks.
Throw me at a cop, use me to build community. Both are valid. Why is this hatred towards cops? I mean, they just arrest
Have no
whoever's doing
idea.
crimes.
They're just trying to do their job, yeah.
I mean, if that happens to be sometimes black people or the 80% of the time, whatever the statistics say, that's not fault of the cops.
Yeah.
It's just statistic. It's just how it happens. Okay, so Jiggy Dutrake says, I feel like eat the rich is too kind of a sentence lately. I didn't even know that there's such a sentence. Did you know that there's such a sentence?
I mean, apparently all rich people are bad people, if you ask those guys.
That's not... Like, that's not a thing.
What happens if they become rich? Do they automatically become
yeah, maybe somebody should eat them or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, by that logic, by this point. The most ironic this out of all of this is the what?
How is that person a writer?
Yeah,
how is that person a writer?
This is
really?
so badly worded. The most ironic this out of all this is the
a writer everybody.
Prayers all of political leaders are doing. Well, yes, a man died, and a young man that had a great future ahead of him.
Exactly.
Making fun of the people mourning. Yes, I mean whoever did the red thing, they just want to tell us, well, this is what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, like even when one of their own dies, they don't give a shit. What? That's America, baby. What do you mean they don't give a shit? Thoughts and prayers means thoughts and prayers.
Yes.
It doesn't mean we don't give a crap. Like this is literally insane. Like it's like calling black red or calling white something else. It's like not recognizing obvious things. That's a metaphor for not seeing the truth, not seeing reality. Like how is this? What is that?
All I know is that if that's how she writes in her comic books, my brain will explode if I have to read it.
Yeah, no, just don't. Yeah. And this guy says, armed Nazis should be dead Nazis. Change my mind. Well, you are retarded.
Well, you're retarded, so what mind?
You don't have a mind?
So you don't have a mind.
What are you talking about? A+ for writing skills, yes. Mr. YouTube says, what really pains me is that I read this ADW comics because I was interested. Their grammatic gives you aneurysm. This is certain. Yeah, they only see what they want to see.
Mr. YouTube, read the other IDW comics about Sonic before her, or read the ones from Archie Comics, because they also had Sonic comic books. These are great. I can recommend those.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah. Also, Glyton says I look very tall tonight. And Mr. YouTube says I thought Logan would be very small. What? Is it because of the camera?
What?
I mean,
this camera is meant for one person.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's kind of hard to fit us both, like, properly. It's very, very hard, actually. Okay, then Jiggy continues. It's also now religion. It's also how religion works, which is why they go hand in hand. Sure, your life sucks now, but you'll be rewarded when you're dead as long as you follow the rules and don't question anything. No, nobody said that. I mean, don't question anything. That's for Islam. That's not for Christianity.
That's not for Christianity.
You're mistaking the religions. And also, American Christianity and how American people understand Christianity is not the same as original nations that actually adopted Christianity, well, thousands of years earlier, 1,000 and something years earlier, are, because we are like that and we are not covered in dogma.
Yeah.
We don't preach that you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. We don't preach that you're not supposed to, do other dogmatic things, basically, that are too, strict or whatever. We don't preach anything.
No.
You just live your normal life and be responsible and have free will. That's what Christianity really is about. Just have free will to make your own mistakes and learn from them. Don't go to an extreme. If you go to an extreme, you're going against God, basically. Everything in extreme lacks balance by definition. This is something that's not healthy. We also have the saying, like, too good of a saint, even God doesn't like. I mean, that's a rough translation, but that's what it means. That even if you're too good or too much of a saint, even God's not gonna like you. That doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be amazingly good. It means that if you're too good, that you are naive, then you are bad for yourself and others.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. That's what it means. It doesn't mean do not be good. It means that you have to have balance. You have to be able to be a good person, but also recognize what is bad and try to be objective in every given situation and towards yourself first, to know yourself, and then towards others. So you can fairly assess yourself and others and situations. Again, this is all coming back to balance. It's not supposed to be anything of the sort that has anything to do with, you know, with whatever I said,
Whatever,
extremes.
yes. Yeah.
So yeah, even when we're going back to freaking Star Wars Episode 3 and Anakin went to the dark side and he went to the extreme, like right away, which was addressed or called obsolete, not obsoletes. What did Obi-Wan said? Not extremes, not obsolete, and the other word for an
well,
extreme. How was that,
Haven't
guys?
watched that movie in a while. Yeah.
Okay. Again, another synonym for
Yeah.
something that is on the other end, the very end of things. You know, so anyway, but he meant that if he's dealing with these things, he's gonna be wrong. And that's how it is. You're wrong
Yeah.
on both ends of the stick. You're only right in the middle of the stick.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's it. We need some balance. Otherwise, people are not robots. We can't live
Robots.
with extreme restrictions or extreme freedom, because then an anarchy is gonna exude, like in that movie, where everything, all crime is permitted for one evening.
The Purge.
Yeah, the purge.
Yeah.
But this is a bit of a false equivalency. Anyway, I continue.
Well, yeah.
Because then you have to talk about, are really people this way, and all of those things. This is just very grim, dark look at humanity, and really not a lot of, not so many people are like that. But anyway, if this actually was happening, all the leftists are gonna come out on the streets and totally try to kill
And
everybody
totally
that's
try
from
to
the
kill
right,
everyone, yes, and we'll
including
see
their neighbors.
their true cowards, including probably each other, because
Yeah. Maybe the writers of the movie saw where things are trending towards, and they decided to write these movies in advance and be like, hey, look at what's gonna happen if you don't change how you perceive the world, how you see your next door neighbor or a friend or whatever. Because if we don't start to see each other as human beings first, we are falling into this trap where we perceive everybody as the enemy, and nothing else. Like, you're either like my friend or you're my enemy. There's nothing in between. There's no compassion. There's no understanding. There's no human to human, heart to heart talks anymore. With especially with some parts of the movements these days. So, and we from the other side, we are getting very tired of that. And we see that if there is no reasoning with these people, some consequences are necessary. Not what they do, but consequences. This hashtag consequence culture was born. But yeah, for sure, we should not be like them. But we should all try to, be more human, basically.
Probably, and the people who wrote that other movie, Idiocracy, also have the same idea.
Yeah, Idiocracy. Yeah. Okay, let's continue because we do have stuff to go through. Yes. Yeah, that's probably something stupid. Ho ho ho. Some guy, Joshy Big Girl says, someone, ITUB BBZ, telling Ethan Kane.
Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan.
Ethan Klein.
Ethan Klein. Oh boy, I never seen that. Actually, never seen his name written before.
Yeah, now that I think of it,
To shut the F up, playing an embarrassing clip of him. Hassan just fucking giggling at it all inject into my veins. What?
Is that Hassan?
Yeah, there's no other Hassan.
Yeah.
Here's Hassan right there.
Here's Hassan,
yeah, here's his. Here he is here. I don't know if you can see that because I just zoomed it in out. Okay, because we can't read it if it's zoomed out. So silence them up. Slice them up. Oh,
Slice
sorry,
them up,
sorry,
yeah.
sorry. I want to read something that's way less worse.
Way less worse than that one, yeah.
Okay, slice them up. You need to cut. Yeah, that's what Hassan said. So he needs this thing, injected into his veins. Great. That's
And a person who writes a kids comic book.
okay. So basically, she
There.
reposted that
Yeah.
because if you don't understand Twitter, it could get very confusing. So she reposted that. That is the post, and she reposted
Saying
it.
to this, yes.
Yeah, and then here, so guys, season 2 says wingers trying to do the empathy gimmick of Charlie Kirk when they all collectively, yeah, don't you want to murder white people?
Jesus Christ, yeah, these are all nuts.
Yeah, no, they're sick. They're very sick. So, bonjour, artist who's worked in comics, animation, and now video games. I have options here. Computer Science PhD 2028. What?
And of course they them.
But that year has not.
Well, maybe
It's
into
not
the
here.
future she will finish studying that or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, with those crazy people, you never know. I mean, it's they them, so Also, because I saw that Mr. Mewtwo and October Sky were talking about the new Sonic game. She's not involved in that game, guys. Don't worry. She has nothing to do with it. So do play that. I tried the open game before. You need to try the demo. It's a great game. She has nothing to do with it. Do not worry. Yes. Play the game.
Okay, works for IDW Sonic, done things for Sega, writer, artist, engineer, business
Inquires.
Non-binary, they, them.
Good
it
for
is
you.
like all the same.
Like they're all the same, really.
They're all the same.
Really, for people who are clamoring to identities and things like that, they sure look alike all, and they're just the same.
They just looked absolutely the same.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
So here's the last thing. This is all in addition to recommending corn to children. The book is for 14 plus. Well, I don't know where.
So she's recommending actually a book that is 14 plus.
I don't know where that happened, but
in
I'm not surprised.
In the pages of one of the Sonic comic books, they publish it actually.
Really?
Yeah, as far as I understood. Yeah.
What does mean that she recommends that?
Well, probably read this book. It's 14 plus. But how can you do that in a children's comic book? How can you recommend something?
I mean, if it's
kids will buy
corn.
it, yeah. I mean, I'll buy a Sonic comic book too, but if I see at the end page that someone recommends me, a corn comic book, I will still be,
Yeah,
I was still thinking that's the main audience is kids.
Yeah, that's extremely inappropriate. Yeah. Like, extremely. Okay, continuing. So, Jiggy Duterex is an artist and writer who has also gone by Bridget Duterex with professional credits on ADW publishing Sonic the Hedgehog comic series and past collaborations tied directly to Sega. This artist used social media in the immediate aftermath of Kirk's death to openly mock the tragedy. Duterex, who identifies as non-binary and uses they/them pronouns, shared playlists titled Charlie Kirk's is Dead and Charlie Kirk's is something, turning a political killing into the punchline of a joke. Screenshots show commentary brushing off expressions of grief. What?
Deriding
thoughts and players. Deriding. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. As meaningless and threatening Kirk's loss as cause for celebration rather than sorrow. From Sonic covers to Creator Corner. This is not the behavior of an obscure internet troll. Duterex has a visible presence in the Sonic community, with artwork featured in official Sonic the Hedgehog comics and promotional materials. Duterex's professional resume includes variant covers, coloring, inking,
yeah.
and writing contributions to ADW's ongoing Sonic line. Duterex was spotlighted in Sonic the Hedgehog number 76 in a section called Creator Corner. In that feature, ADW gave Duterex a platform to promote personal work alongside official Sonic content. Sega and IDW didn't just publish the artist, they endorsed, elevated, and publicly showcased the name to fans. That makes these social media posts all the more disturbing. Sega has marked Sonic as a hero for children for more than 3 decades. Parents would not expect someone with a hand in Sonic's official comics to be mocking the murder of a public figure, cheering violent rhetoric, and sharing memes about harming police officers.
Yeah, I mean, god damn it, my son is a big Sonic fan, so
So you wouldn't want him to see that
no,
crap
no,
ever.
ever.
A pattern of extremism. The post well might as well be
My excremism, exactly.
yeah, might be. It might
From excrement.
might as well.
Might
Might
as
as
well.
well. Oh. Okay. There's what is that? There's something here.
Lightning.
Yeah. Oh no, that is from the picture. That's from the picture.
Clayton
so-
says that I also look younger somehow.
Really?
Thank you, Clayton.
Well, I'm happy about that.
It's because of the emphasis program.
Yeah,
So yeah.
actually,
Mm.
it's really, really successful. A post about Charlie Kirk's assassination are not isolated. Other material from Dutrecht's account reveals a broader pattern of radical and inflammatory commentary.
And roadkill for $4.99.
Roadkill. Roadkill. Thank you for the flowers. That's pretty amazing. Thank you. So, for the flowers, you're getting a yoked salute.
Yoked salute.
Well, according to King of Monsters. Thank you so. Thank you. For the Imperium.
Yoke.
Yoke. Are you going into the Nurgle territory, my Empress? Nurgle territory?
Nugget territory, why?
What do you mean?
With the excremism.
Ah,
Or-
well, I'm pretty sure
might as well.
this is on point. This is on
This
point.
is on point,
okay?
exactly. Yeah.
My lapsuses are legendary.
I mean, I'm sure that this writer-artist is pooped right out of Nurgle's ass, you know. So,
yeah,
and
indeed.
then it formed into they them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I mean, let's go back to the article, but I just want to show her again. I mean,
yeah,
all the same.
they're
The
all the
people
same.
are the
So,
same.
you know, no matter that they want to, they claim that they're, you know, different identities and things like that, and they look the same. They totally
Yeah.
look the same. Yeah.
It's the same. So I don't know if she's gonna like somebody that's attractive female. Probably she's gonna be against attractive
Probably
females. Who
against, yeah.
knows? Okay, so the
So
post
the
about
pattern of extremism, yeah.
yeah, the pattern of
Extremism.
yeah. The posts about Charlie Kirk's assassination are not isolated. Other material from Dutrecht's account reveals a broader pattern of radical and inflammatory commentary. Examples include a retweet applauding the idea that armed should be dead. What? Azis.
Yeah,
Nazi.
yeah. That's
Nazi. I'm gonna call them
Nazis.
Nazis. Post-smoking religion is nothing more than control tactics and exploit people. Reactions celebrating the misfortune of political adversaries. Individually, these posts might be brushed off as edgy humor. Together, they paint a picture of someone who treats violence and hatred as entertainment. When such commentary comes from a professional tied to children's media, it takes on a far more serious character. Yeah, absolutely. Not as isolated case. This incident is a part of disturbing trend in entertainment. Utrecht is far from the only creator facing backlash over offensive comments tied to Kirk's death. Yeah, we also have the DC Comics writer Gretchen Felker Martens spark outrage after celebrating Kirk's killing and dismissing him as an undeserving of respect before being fired by DC, and so on and so forth. Guys, we have 2 more topics, but
there was also Stephen King there that we see.
And
But by the
Stephen
way,
King, yeah.
the
A
first
piece of
moment
trash.
in which I
Trashy.
understood that actually Stephen King is getting kind of woke was when they made the movie based on his book Dark Tower, where Idris Elba was playing Rowan, the main character. I've read the first book, great book by the way, written by a douchebag apparently, but still.
Big
Rowan,
douchebag.
the main character, because this is like a fantasy world which is combination of like Western and fantasy, so he's like a gunslinger. In all the covers and even in the book, he describes him looking like Clint Eastwood. Okay? Yeah. And on the covers, there is the one person who looks like Clint Eastwood. All of a sudden, they take Idris Elba to play Roland. Everybody's what the heck? And he says stuff like, well, I never specifically described that he can't be a black. And I say, man, you literally say in the book he looks like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And it's on all the covers. It's on all the covers. A guy that looks like him. Anyway.
It is. I mean, it's the same thing with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah,
She's right about the trans things and all of that, but she's
But I
so
never
wrong
said
about
Hermione cannot be black.
yeah, that's stupid. I mean, why would you do that? Like, your characters or whatever they are, don't change them.
She
If you,
literally describes her white face in the book. Anyway.
you're right. So if you have a black character and you don't want to change them into a white character because you will be seen as racist and you will be seen as someone that changes characters for no reason, changes their race, I mean, then this is the great rule of thumb to apply the same logic and the same, the same logic
Yeah.
to white characters.
Exactly.
If you won't do it to black characters, you cannot do it to white characters. Simple as that.
And we cannot apply the logic, well, those are different versions because there are multiple universes. No.
Sorry, no.
Sorry, no.
Sorry.
No. That's not true because it's still, and it's also disrespectful to the people because you keep diminishing them by actually giving them these side characters.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
race band, just like happened in that horrible what was the Cape Crusader Batman show? Horrible show, horrible. With the Black
yes.
Barbara Gordon and the Black
no.
Jim Gordon and the fat lesbian Renee Montoya and Asian Harley Quinn, and people say, well, it's a different
Also
version.
fat.
It doesn't need to be the same. It doesn't need to be the same. But then make another character. I don't mind to see, a police assistant who is black and works for Gordon and it's actually a great guy. I don't mind that. But not Gordon himself. I don't mind seeing a new Asian character who is, an original villain. Harley Quinn was created original,
Yeah.
from the cartoons. She wasn't in comic books or anything. So they proved long time ago we can create original characters. In a show from 2005, The Batman, they had original characters. That one of them was Ethan Bennett, who was a police officer, police detective. Actually, he was black, totally original. They created him for the show. He was Bruce Wayne's best friend. He became Clayface to have the drama. That was a new Clayface. They also had Detective Yang, who was Asian, and she worked with Batman, unbeknownst to the police, and she was Asian, and nobody said a thing. Those were original characters. What is the problem with that then?
Yeah.
But the writers like that apparently forget things like that because they just want to interject their opinion into the works, and people like that should not write anything connected with comic books and those characters. I mean, Sonic is a great symbol, so you can't give it to a person like that.
Actually, we had to kind of explain something like that today to a guy
Oh
outside.
yeah.
So basically, there is a young guy here that is like very newbie when it comes to comic books. He's like a fan of Doctor Doom, Spider-Man.
But he said he's from DC, and I said no, he's from
No,
Marvel.
yeah, he's really a noob. Like, he doesn't know anything. But basically, he said that he saw that there's a Superman movie and he kind of wants to see it. And we really told him that it's very mature, like childish humor, doesn't really respect Superman or anyone else in the movie. Like stuff like that. We just explained. He's like, well, you probably want things to be exactly like the comic books, and that's why you talk like that. And I'm like, no, we want the character to be kept
To be the
as
character,
the character. Superman has particular qualities to him, attributes, character traits that are rock solid, they're universal all around. There are some things about him that are absolutely universally accepted to be true. What kind of a person he is, that's his core nature. That is sacred.
Exactly.
That's how it
exactly.
is when it
That's how
comes
it
to
is.
characters. So if you don't represent this on screen, you're not putting Superman on screen. You're putting someone else, a parody of him, something that is a shadow of him, but not Superman.
Exactly.
So you gotta keep his nature, his core values, everything that makes him who he is. That is first, you don't need to make the comic books exactly like they are, because sometimes they don't translate on screen very well. You can recreate some of the stories in a better way so it can fit the screen, but you gotta be very self-aware of how you do things. So that's why we need competent movie makers that totally understand the comic books and all those things. So
And the characters, yeah.
so we are not some aficionados that are gonna
No.
lift their little finger like aristocrats and say, no, we want our comic books brought to life exactly how they are. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're going to turn the other way and do this.
And not watching it, yeah. Exactly that.
But no,
I mean,
we are not stuck up.
we don't care about things like oh, that moment there in the movie in the in minute 5 and 6, was exactly like the cover of Jack Kirby's Fantastic Four number 776. I don't care about that. Okay, it's a good moment, for example. I just want the characters. Sometimes actually the stories make more sense in the movies. Comic books, could be really nonsensical, let's say, like that. So I just want to see the characters. Sonic, for example, in all media for now, so far he behaves as he should behave, as Sonic the Hedgehog. There is a great TV show by on Netflix of all the places, Sonic Prime, which is very good. Imagine that. It's not an edgy Sonic for adults or something. It's good for kids. It's good for adults. I watched it with my son. Really, really great. It's CGI. It's one of the best Sonic things I have ever seen actually in the last years. And that show still proves that you can make it for kids. You can make it for adults, and everybody can enjoy it. It doesn't need to be all now a new, because it's on Netflix. We'll make it, rated R Sonic. He'll get Dr. Robotnik's head with his spin dash, and there will be a fountain of blood and stuff because rated R. No.
I thought you were gonna say with his penis.
Oh boy.
Like how?
Did you know, by the way?
Correct.
You know, by the way, when they made the season 5 of Samurai Jack, because they made it not on the normal Cartoon Network but on the Adult Swim part, in which they show cartoons for adults, and they used that, and in one of the episodes they said penis.
What?
Yeah, in Samurai Jack. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. There
They
was a
can't
guy
say
who's
that.
they came because it was on Adult Swim.
But
And I
why
say, man,
should
now
they?
it's kind of like, well, that 5th season actually is not very good, and it doesn't finish as good. It was going to be better if they never actually finished the show.
Just because something is for adults doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean-
that adults want to see explicit
Exactly.
content into
Yeah.
their favorite cartoons and other media.
Exactly. And it wasn't even funny. I mean, it was a bounty hunter who said, look, that guy's head looks like a penis. And he said,
I think this should be more emphasized.
it
Because
should be.
we are adults,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that we want to see explicit content.
No.
It doesn't.
Sure as hell I didn't enjoy the orgy in the Peacemaker episode
No.
1. No.
If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. If it doesn't
doesn't.
add to the story and it's just something that is for shock value, oh my God, and just has no class at all.
Hello to Valiant Gold,
It's
by the way.
just sad. If Valiant Gold had you.
Yes.
So yeah, he says, I feel bad for normal Sonic fans. A lot of loons in that fandom.
There are lots of loons now in every fandom.
In every
Pretty much. Even in Super Mario, Pokemon, Warhammer now we begin to see.
Warhammer, yeah, one of the last standing things.
Yeah.
Now it's filled with these woke people that have no idea what Hammer stands for, what it is. They call it atheist, whatever cis they can call it.
Whatever they can
And
call it.
that has nothing to do with Warhammer. There's multiple videos about that and how people call it the wrong terms. It's so stupid. And like 10, 15 years ago, when these things didn't exist yet, I was already in the Xena forums.
No.
I was already there. And I was watching all kinds of folk stuff happening in real time.
Yeah.
Because the Xena fandom is like one of the first that tried to take over the show and to impose on everybody all the gay stuff that could have been. That is how it is to this day. Actually, 2 days ago, I got a comment on one of my old videos about Zina and Gabriel's relationship and how they were supposed to be lesbians and whatever. And this person basically wrote that most people or a lot of people wanted to see their relationship play out. No,
I
you
never
are a
wanted
niche
to see that.
audience. Statistically, gay people are far less than heterosexual people, let alone transgender like real. I mean, I'm talking about really people that have gender dysphoria are less than 1% of the whole population in America. I'm not sure of the world. Of the world, maybe a 0 point whatever. The point is that this is factually untrue. Not all of the audience or half even wanted for them to be like full-fledged lesbians on screen. It was always a subtext, and it was just because one of the writers was a freaking lesbian that already
Yeah.
tried to insert things into the show, and they let her because it was, well, when you watch the show, you maybe actually not get that impression because all of their interactions that are kind of like a bit, on the
Mm.
other side were just so innocent, and they were always like in a context of a tragedy and something else happened and they touch for 2 seconds and everybody are like losing their minds.
I never thought,
Yeah.
my mother also watched the show. She never thought that. Was there any idiots who claimed the same thing about Ios and Hercules?
Yes,
Jesus,
they were shipping. The shipping culture. That
Jesus
is
Christ.
when I found out about the shipping culture, how everybody was
Yeah.
shipping
Well,
Zina Gabriel
there
or
were
Hercules
there were
and
fans
Hughes.
who were shipping, a trouble between Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, and they did it in the comic books. But that just because Jonathan Hickman is a woke idiot, and his assistant was a black girl that looks like a boy, and on her laptop, because there was a photo how proudly she opened her laptop and she had stickers with rainbows and sign like a queer stuff and things like that.
Oh, Blittian's
Yeah.
watching
Hey,
over on the
Oblivion.
superhero channel.
Nice.
Ooh, double rainbow.
Before before we jump to the next topic, actually, also just to say about another guy like that, because I read a few days when talking about the characters, how they should be represented. Ta Nahesi Coates, that's his name, who is a outspoken, not a lesbian, outspoken black supremacist. By the way, he said it himself. Said it himself. You know,
What?
an award-winning writer and stuff like that, and educator, and he was writing books about how great
Did
a
you say black supremacist?
specific a specific a race of people is. Those books are really 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 extreme, and they're about that. They gave him a couple of years ago. Marvel gave him to write Black Panther. Guess what happened to that character? Guess what happened to the sales of that comic book? Because he started to make it political and everything about Wakanda, and Black Panther was another character he was, because essentially he made him racist and everything else. And I read that comic book and I say, Jesus Christ, that's horrible. Why do you give the superheroes to people like that? And they wanted, remember that a Black Superman movie they wanted to do? He was going to write it. The same guy with J.J. Abrams.
The Black X.
Yeah. He was going to write that movie, and it was not going to be that alter universe Black Superman that they have in DC with, I don't remember his name because I don't care. It was going to be Clark Kent.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's travesty.
So yeah.
Okay.
So if you see any works by Tan Hesse Colts,
Run
avoid
away.
them, run away, don't
Scream
scream
like a little girl. Oh.
No, scream proudly saying, I'm not going to read this.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely
exactly.
not.
With that being said,
Without being said, we're gonna move on to the next topic. First, let's read the comments, guys. So let's see what you said. Okay, hold on. Not just in the Sonic Freedom, but everything. Okay, yeah, everything. But Sonic Freedom has some real weirdos, like My Little Pony level of weirdos. Who, My Little Pony? They're probably furries as well.
probably.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
There's a My Little Pony amusement park in Western Canada. I went there once and it was really strange. Probably October Sky.
probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yikes, that's rough. Furies and brownies are indeed the most hated communities considering of the amount of kings. Yes, and as we know with Charlie Kirk's killer. He's a furry. He's everything.
He's everything. Yeah.
They're all weirdos because all of those fetishes are due to either some trauma or something else. I mean, most of the times it's some kind of a trauma, something that was out of balance in their childhood, and that's why they went there in the first place. Something was missing, definitely, because if you have built character and intelligence when you were growing up, you also build some kind of a emotional maturity to that. If you have those three things, you're not gonna be swayed that easily. You're just not. You're gonna already have some kind of established character. I mean, we're talking about, kids that are more wise than others, but it's totally possible with a very good upbringing when you actually pay attention to your kid and you're trying to teach him true values and critical thinking and be emotionally mature since the very beginning and not let him or her just go around and be crazy and just don't pay them any attention until it's too late and you're like, oh well, I dropped the ball. Okay, the Tower Sky says that amusement park had about 50-50 mix of young kids or obese men in their 30s and 40s riding kiddo rides. Like, why? What is that?
Carousels.
Carousels of trains rides. Jesus. Mix OF young kids. I forgot about the kids. Yeah, guys. I'm a huge Sonic fan, but feel like few furries have given it such a black eye that I can't feel brave enough to admit my fandom in public without fear of being lumped into that group of furries. Yeah, you don't need to share.
Yeah.
Well, you can share here.
I mean, here in Bulgaria, people say that because people who are Sonic fans are actually not furries. I don't know, they're furries in Bulgaria? Probably,
yeah. Hey, Thomas, hello to you, by the way.
Hey, Thomas.
Yeah, and Mr. YouTube says, my hatred towards brownies and furries knows no bounds.
Purge.
Purge the heretics. That's a metaphor. Don't get it twisted. It's really a joke this time. It's really a joke. Okay, guys, let's continue now to our second topic of tonight. We have to discuss the following thing. Let's see it.
Ooh.
Nice.
We disappeared into the ether.
Okay, let's see it, I said. Let's see it.
Who's that guy behind us?
Who?
Yeah,
That's
thing
the
that is-
emperor in his one of
other
his
form.
many states. Yeah. Okay, let's start officially because I do have to cut that into a video later. So guys, we arrived at this moment where we see freaking The Mandalorian trailer, and the movie is somewhere next year, 2026 in May. Don't quote me on that. Somewhere spring, I think. And we already see a trailer. Okay, well, let's see the trailer and then we're going to tell you what we think about Star Wars, about the show in general.
What is happening in Star Wars?
And yeah, let's just see it. Too cute. He's so cute.
Schmacktuza.
Yeah, he's a schmacktuza, which is another word for cute, another of our words.
Sigourney Weaver wasn't in the show, right?
Sigourney Weaver, man. I love her. No, she wasn't.
She wasn't. He just wanted to.
He's the cutest thing ever, honestly. Jabba the Hutt got
We saw
yoked.
Jabba Solo. Oh,
He got
he
yoked.
got yoked, yeah. He decided that it's time.
It's time. Okay, that thing exploded, that walker, but now he looks fine. I don't know how to call it.
Well, maybe
Okay.
it was another that is falling down.
Mandalorian and
It's
Grogu.
very. The sign, by the way, is very Flash Gordon-esque. Oh,
Good shot, baby.
So this May 2026. Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep playing it and lower the sound so we can watch it over and over and over and over and over again. So yeah, guys, what do you think about this? Well, I think it's pretty fun. It looks fun.
It
I
looks
mean, we
fun,
don't have
yeah.
anything really against The Mandalorian as much as we watched it though, because we didn't actually finish it.
Didn't
So-
finish the third season
Yeah,
when he got replaced.
yeah, because he kind of got replaced by. Well, I really love Katie Sackhoff, you know, but that was totally not fair.
Yeah.
So she kind of took the spotlight in some moment. I mean, I like her character in general,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that she gets to take over the show.
I mean, they can make her own show. That would be
Yeah,
great. I mean, I
she's
would watch
already
that.
great at Rebels. I mean, in
Yeah.
Rebels is a cartoon
Yeah.
as well.
She voiced that also, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, why not giving her own show? Why did she have to
Very good.
say, "Move over, Mando? It's me.
Yeah.
It's Bo-Katan time." Oh,
Book 10.
yeah.
Book 10.
Book 10. Book 10. But the movie, I mean, as the trailer looks fine, but it's still Disney Star Wars, so we always have one in mind and take everything with a gigantic, huge grain of salt.
A rock of salt.
A rock
A
of salt, exactly. Yes.
Take it with
So-
a rock.
But I really like how the sign is very Flash Gordon-esque, like those old 70s sci-fi movies.
Yeah, I like that.
So let's hope that it will be okay. I mean, Grogu looks. That's why they show him so much in the in that trailer. I mean, he is more of the star actually on the show, you know,
Yeah,
toys
because
and
he's the
everything
cutest
else.
thing. Yeah.
He's a cute thing, you know. I do have the Mandalorian action figure. They don't have Grogu.
Sea Brew.
Hey, Sea Blue.
Sea
Yeah.
Brew. Well, Man of Culture says, I love the Mandalorian, but I'm scared for the movie. If the movie is good, I buy the DVD, but I don't go in theaters for that. I don't trust Disney, Lucasfilm. Yeah, I mean nobody does.
Yeah.
But at least because this was at the helm of that guy.
Chewani?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot
He
his
did a
name.
good job for the most part, and that is like the only thing that I have watched in recent years that really felt like Star Wars to me. I mean, I didn't watch that other thing, Endor, especially after that scene
Oh yeah.
with the. I'm not gonna say it.
I mean, best thing that Filoni has done before that was actually the Clone Wars, the animated show, and then forget, was it Star Wars Rebels? Was it called? I forget. The
Yeah,
next show after
Rebels.
was it Rebels? Yeah. So yeah.
The
that-
next show after what?
After Clone Wars.
Yeah, I think it's Rebels. Sea Brew had you.
Yeah.
And Mr. YouTube says, I will not watch it because I'm done with both Disney and Star Wars in general. I'm not a normie when it comes to Star Wars. I mean, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Absolutely. Yes.
I mean, I cannot be mad at you at all. I mean,
Yeah.
like, of course. Even if that is like one of the best things that Star Wars ever produced, and I mean, The Mandalorian, it's kind of like its own thing. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, in its core, it's maybe like 60% Star Wars, maybe.
Yeah.
It's not
That's the
even-
thing with those, also with the last movies that they made and with the last shows, it really doesn't feel Star Wars. You know, especially I remember watching Obi-Wan, which, how deep that pain it is. I wanted that show to be better, but it you have the aesthetic, but it still doesn't feel it. There is not the music. There is no the typical changing of the screen that George Lucas was doing. Nothing
Yeah,
that actually
changed
tells
too
you.
much. Changed this too
Yeah,
much.
it's more like this modern science fiction that doesn't know exactly what it is. It doesn't
Yeah.
speak Star Wars to you. It could be anything else. It could be like fan fiction, and you know those things are.
Actually, it
pretty
screams
much,
fan fiction.
It screams fan fiction, exactly. Yeah, not but not a good fan fiction, because you can have great fan fiction.
Actually,
Yeah.
because sometimes fans do better job.
Exactly. So that's a fan fiction from people who actually are not exactly fans and have no idea what they're doing, but they think they're fans.
And someone pooped on the
You know,
script.
exactly. Same thing would happen if we give to that guy that you talk about, explaining about the comic books, if we give him to write a story about the character, you know, of DC or Marvel.
Yeah.
It will be a story. It will be a messy story, so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, we're probably going to watch it
Yeah.
because the show is good for the most part.
For the most part.
But
Hey, Andre.
probably not going to go in theaters either. So yeah, I think this is a good trailer. I love Sigourney Weaver. I want to see her. Hopefully she plays a very good character. I would totally love and adore Grogu because he's so cute and amazing. Look
He's
at him.
adorable, yeah.
And I really don't care about if Pedro Pascal is in there. He's not in there.
Nah.
He's not in there. Who cares?
I mean, he's
It's just-
not under the mask or anything.
Yeah, just
so
make a good movie.
just a voice.
Hopefully it's a good movie.
Andre's here. Hi,
Yeah,
Andre.
Andre, I know. Hi,
Okay.
Andre. Hi to you. Hi, everyone. Hope it's. I just read what Hebrew says. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. It's rainy here, but it finally feels like fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here it feels like summer and fall at the same time. It's amazing.
Actually, today is the first day of the fall.
Yeah, but
20
it's
seconds.
okay. It's
But
still like
It
summer.
doesn't feel like fall.
Thomas says I haven't watched Star Wars since the one that Rey first appeared in. Well,
yeah.
Actually, I
Most
watched.
people stop there.
Yeah. Well, I watched that one, the next one, and the next one.
Yeah.
And then what was after that? After that was this, A Mandalorian.
Well, and
I watched Endor.
and
The not Endor. I watched the not the Endor, not the
Rogue
show.
One.
Rogue One.
Yeah,
Rogue One.
Rogue
Yeah.
One was actually good. That's the
Yeah.
only one of that new Disney Star Wars era that I like.
Yeah.
That's it. And probably it's because of the first 10 minutes in which Vader kills everybody. Great Darth Vader way.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the whole movie, and Donnie Yen was there too, and it was great. The whole movie was really good. So that's it. I watched episode 9. Actually watched it in the cinema together, and didn't we make a review? I think we did.
Episode 9.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
the last one.
Oh yes. Oh, that
And
was so long ago.
I
by
watched
this point.
in 7. It felt like 4, but not as good,
Mm-hmm.
And I tactically skipped 8 because I was afraid of everything I heard, and I say,
Okay.
just no. Yeah.
Okay. So, Clayton's browser ran out of RAM.
No,
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hope
hate
they
when that
fix it.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah. And Andre says, I just can't with the new Star Wars. They killed the franchise for me. Baby Yoda is cute though. Oh yes.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
cute.
it's cute. He's cute, and then Mandalorian is great. I mean, I like the armor and everything else. Now, could be a good movie. Thing is that probably, despite those big walkers that we see, which speak very Star Wars, probably it's not going to feel Star Wars, and it's going to be just, I hope, to be just a good science fiction movie, and not,
Yeah.
Mando is getting kicked to the balls every single time.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And yeah, Mr.
And all of a sudden, he takes off his mask, and there is a black guy under the mask, revealing that the whole time, the first Mandalorian was a ruse, and this one is the real Mandalorian. Maybe I just gave bad
Because
ideas to
it's
this.
not enough that Pedro Pascal is Latino.
It's not enough.
Okay.
He's not black enough.
Oh my gosh.
The black
Stop it.
Latino,
Stop it, George. Okay. Okay, guys. So, final word of this trailer is a good trailer,
It's a good
especially
trailer, yeah.
when you think that the movie is so far away. We're probably gonna see it, just not in theaters, like I said. And now we have something else to be hopeful for. Let's see it.
Right, welcome, ladies and gents, to an
hopeful
exclusive
for Mr. H.
Voltron test screening reaction.
Okay, let's start
Yeah.
this because again I'm gonna cut this. So guys, we have this video from Mr. H Reviews. Go and watch it the way that it's meant to be seen. I'm going to put the link down below into the description. He has inside information about Voltron test screening, and as we know, Henry Cavill plays a role in there. And now we're just going to see a small part of what he said about this. So yeah, definitely watch the video. Let's see what people said who watch actually the movie without special effects, what they think. We are very hopeful about Voltron because Henry is involved, and if he is involved, god damn it, I hope the show is faithful to the original. And he also mentioned that this Voltron movie is supposed to be continuation of the animated series from the 80s.
Yeah, from
which
the
is
80s,
pretty
not the Netflix one. Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy. Live action continuation of an animated series. Weird. But hopefully it's okay. Let's see what he says.
I'm very, very keen to see Henry Cavill now as the Highlander. So it had a knock-on effect. But it is hammy, it's a bit cheesy, but I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be. It wasn't, it wasn't like Oscar-worthy or absolutely incredible.
Sorry, I mute my mic. I mute our mic. So I was just going to say it. I'm just putting it a bit like from the beginning a bit because I think I missed what he said actually from the beginning, which was more important.
Exclusives like this do come few and far between. But when I release them and say this is legit, this is legit. When it's from my sources, this is, the track record speaks for itself, basically. So we're going to get into it. Voltron, they've been making this movie for some time. It was a sort of a big push for it, and then it just sort of fell off the radar. This is an Amazon Prime thing. And my source stated that they believe it is literally going to be just direct to streaming, which is, they said, was a shame.
Yeah.
Just real quick, if you just want like an abbreviated feedback on this, my source really liked the movie. It said it wasn't going to win any awards. It wasn't, it wasn't like Oscar worthy or absolutely incredible, but he enjoyed it, and certain bits and pieces made them think, hey, I'm excited for these actors to be in other things. Henry Cavill, for instance, has a sword fight in this, and my source said, I'm very, very keen to see Henry Cavill now as the Highlander.
Oh, yeah.
So it had a knock-on effect. But it is hammy, it's a bit cheesy, but I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be. And my source loved it. So there's just a quick overview, but let's get into it. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Do turn those bell notifications on. And let's just dive into it, right? So basically, my source saw a very, very, very rough cut of Voltron. And they don't know this, but my source said it appears to be heading direct to streaming. Which again, like I said, they said was a shame. The film itself actually acts as a sequel to the original cartoon from the 1980s, with plenty of Easter eggs and references to the animated lore. That's nice. It's nice that it's just a continuation, right? It's a sequel. So the story itself revolves around an impending war between the peaceful worlds of the Galaxy Alliance and a conquering alien race known as the Galren. The enemy have just freed their imprisoned Emperor Zarkon, played by Sterling K. Brown, who is apparently, he's just got tons of prosthetics on. Tons of prosthetics.
Oh, that's gonna look so
They've
cool.
declared war on the Alliance, who once defeated the Galren with the help of a legendary defender known as Voltron. Similar to the animated series and toy line, Voltron is a giant sword-wielding mech warrior formed by 5 individually piloted robotic lions. The lions have been dormant and scattered across the galaxy since Zarkon's imprisonment, but have obviously now been awakened, and they summon 5 new young pilots from various worlds. So the protagonist of the movie is a young man from Earth named Mac, played by Daniel Quintoy, who gets caught up in this intergalactic crisis after discovering one of the lions buried in an underground cave near his home. So there you go. Turns out Mac has a familial connection to the giant metal beast, as he is the son of a former Voltron pilot. Overwhelmed by curiosity and a sense of adventure, Mac follows the lion's beacon and is whisked across the galaxy to enlist in the war against Zarkon.
I hope
A good chunk of the movie is then devoted to the pilot's training for battle. So this is quite generic in terms of its plot beats, but it sounds fine.
That's how it is.
Usually. The pilots struggle to work together in order to successfully unite as Voltron, playing like a cross between Power Rangers and Top Gun Maverick, with a little bit of robot jocks thrown in for good measure. It's all very silly stuff, but my source grew up with the cartoons themselves and the toys. They found the film really fun. So yeah, it is silly. Yeah, it is a bit over the top, but my source thought it was great. There are callbacks to the cartoon and the original characters, including a holographic mural that depicts the original pilots. It does seem clear that this is intended to be a family film, so it plays things safe for the most part and injects quite a bit of humour throughout the film. But I think that's fine,
If it's good humor.
Yeah, if it's not stupid and childish.
Henry Cavill has a small but significant role as the son of Princess Allura, and king of the planet Altian, the crown jewel of the Galaxy Alliance and base of operations for the Voltron Force. It's a supporting role, but Cavill gets to have some moments to shine, including a sword fight. And that's the thing that my source was then very, very excited to watch Cavill in Highlander. This threw me off. Singer-turned-actress Rita Ora is nearly unrecognisable as Hagar, the Dark Witch. She hisses much of her dialogue through layers of creature makeup. And seems to be having fun.
That's also
alongside Sterling K. Brown as Emperor Zarkon. The villains are actually my source's favourite part of the movie. And my source compared it to, well, stated, and I quote, think of the orcs from The Lord of the Rings, but in space. So the special effects were very rough. Obviously, that's fair. My source did catch a glimpse of the fully rendered frames of Voltron that look true to the design of the original. And my source just closed with this. It's not going to win any awards. They left the theatre entertained and satisfied. It feels like a big movie. And my source hopes and wants Amazon to give it a chance theatrically.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they should.
They should. It's Voltron.
My source said they wouldn't mind seeing Voltron in full glory on anything other than a big screen. Well, couldn't imagine, seeing Voltron.
Of course. So, that was the video, guys. I mean, there's a bit more, but again, this is the gist of it. You definitely should watch it. But yeah, what we think, well, we are long-time Voltron fans, so if there's anything that sucks about this movie, we're gonna let you know when the time comes. We really want a theatrical release. Now, one thing that I'm worried about actually is not only in general about the movie quality, but how people are going to react to things that, because we see that as a trend, the things that are normal to Voltron, like what he said about Rita Ora, having a lot of makeup, she plays Hagar, she's a freaking witch, she hisses. Of course, that's the character.
That's the character.
If you forgot how the characters are supposed to act, please go watch the old stuff before you watch the movie. And don't complain about things that are supposed to be this way.
That's why it's also, as he said, it feels cheesy and hammy, and that's fine. Because the cartoon was actually cheesy and hammy. Don't forget that it was an 80s cartoon. And it was also originally a Japanese cartoon, which is anime. Way
more
different than what we have watched in the English version. The English version is really sterilized, and everything is different, and different footage and things like that. That's why Thomas says so. It's pretty much a different version of Power Rangers. If you have seen Voltron, I mean, it's before Power Rangers, and Power Rangers, the original is also Japanese, so you know.
Yeah, you can't say that it's like Power Rangers because Power Rangers perceive that first, second. I mean, it doesn't copy. Doesn't copy Power Rangers.
It doesn't copy Power Rangers.
That's what
The
I
original Power Rangers, the Japanese ones, you know, the Super Sentai series comes way before the anime actually, and everything else. So yeah.
I mean, Voltron is really its own thing. Like the pilot don't do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They actually rarely fight outside of the alliance in the cartoon.
They're supposed to be in there.
They're supposed to be in there. I mean, they have skills. Just in the cartoon, they rarely show that. Most of the time, it was trouble to the alliance, which was logical. I mean, they attack you with an army and gigantic monster. What you going to do? You know, you have to get to the robot. Get to the chopper.
Get to the lion.
Also, yes, Mr. Mewtwo, I have watched the Japanese Spider-Man with Rio Pardon. That's actually the very first show which gets the trend of the heroes to have a gigantic robot. And so yeah, Hagar speaks like that. So that is the character. Of course, she hisses all the things to the prosthetics and things like that. I don't know. I mean, probably to us who really grew up with the cartoon, all will be great. I'm not sure about people who didn't and don't know that there is a cartoon, because there are people like that, you know, believe it or not. So I don't know how it's going to be to them. That's the question, actually. If it's a movie that everyone can enjoy, both fans and, you know, casuals.
Yeah,
would be
I mean,
nice.
it
But
seems
I
like
mean,
that.
it's a movie about, you have five lions that get into one robot. What is there not to like? Probably we'll see him as full Voltron in the end of the movie only once.
Hopefully not.
Who knows?
So sad.
The only thing that I'm kind of disappointed that it is continuation of the show, but
So no original
why
characters.
why not the original pilots just
Yeah.
being a bit older or
I mean,
something
no
like that?
original
I
pilots,
thought
yeah.
that Henry Cavill will play some of the original pilots like Keith, the Black Lion pilot, just older, or at least make him only that. The others maybe are somewhere, maybe they died. I mean, I don't know why would they die in the end of the movie. Why would they scatter the lions when they defeated Zarkon? Okay,
Because they defeated Zarkon.
and why just not keep them next to the castle?
Uh,
Or in the castle where they kept them before.
because nobody should hold that much power or something. They were afraid somebody's gonna steal them. I
But
don't
they were the
know.
pilots. They proved themselves.
I know. I'm
Anyway,
just kidding.
uh,
I'm trying to find some stupid
so for-
explanation
but
because
maybe they'll give us explanation why they were scattered and things like that.
I really hope so.
I thought that, for example, Henry Cavill will be, let's say, Keith, who is older, and now they have to find the others and other pilots, and he will train them how to pilot, the lions or something like that, and will be a connection like these young whippersnappers don't know anything about war.
Yeah.
But again, if he's the son of Aurora, and apparently the king, I always thought that Aurora will marry some of the pilots. Okay,
Yeah,
apparently
I
that
know.
didn't happen.
I
Yeah, not they didn't mention anything about water.
Yeah, water?
Water, yes.
What?
The son of Zark,
Water.
Water, yes.
Oh, yes,
the
I
son
love
of Zark.
Lothar.
Maybe
He's like
he's
Lex
there.
Luthor
Yes, but with white long hair and
and
blue
blue.
skin
and blue skin.
pointy ears. Yeah.
And Thomas says, I'll be honest, I never heard of Voltron. Oh my gosh.
Really?
Please check
Oh,
check on YouTube.
check it. Yes.
It's really a great cartoon if you like huge
Mhm.
robots, and Voltron is special because basically all the lions that create Voltron that basically they go together
Yeah.
and they create a robot. They're all like sentient, so you have to connect with them.
Yeah, you have to connect with them.
I
But
mean,
that's more in the Netflix version. In the original, it wasn't exactly.
really?
Yeah, the original is just pilot.
Okay, well now it is like that, I guess. So you have to have a connection with them. Not everybody can pilot them, as far
Yeah.
as I understand and remember. And it's really special, and the pilots really have to work together because they all. I mean, one is the arm, left arm. One is the right arm. One is the left leg, and so on. One is the body and the head. It's so cool, and they have to say, "And I will form the head," like whoever is the pilot of the Black Lion, who is the head and the body. And he has like a special sword that
The
he
blazing
forms.
sword.
The blazing sword. It's the coolest geeky thing ever.
Of course.
So when I was a little girl, I wanted my parents to buy me a Voltron, but of course
I also
it was
wanted
too
that.
expensive
Yeah,
and too
yeah.
big and
Yeah,
whatever, and I couldn't get it. And my parents were like, "Why don't you like girls' toys?" And I'm like,
They were even more
"They're
expensive.
gross." No, they're gross. I
And
really
they
like
were even
girls'
more
toys.
expensive.
I like action figures.
Of course.
I'm a geek.
Yes.
I do not like
Voltron.
those with hair. That's
No.
gross to me. Kind of gross. And thanks, Thomas, for the compliment about my hair. Let's see what we missed. My favorite old TV show is Alf. We absolutely adore
Alf is
Alf.
great. We also grew up with Alf. Yeah.
Yeah, we adore Alf. Like Alf is one of the funniest, quirkiest, most adorable, like heartfelt TV shows ever.
Absolutely.
It's timeless. It's always interesting to watch. I
The
mean,
jokes
Alf-
always land, even in Bulgarian, because we watched it then in Bulgarian and English,
Yeah,
and the
they
jokes actually
land.
always land.
Yeah, they land in both languages. When Alf tries to eat the cat, it's so funny. Like the face that he makes, like, you can't make it. But yeah, I mean the doll, the Alf himself, he's like so alive. He's so emotive.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
I remember that joke in one episode when Alf thought that
I love Alf.
a new neighbor was Elvis Presley, but like he was alive, and he was saying to Willie, that Elvis was able to eat his favorite sandwich was the peanut butter jelly banana deep fried whatever sandwich. He could eat a dozen of those, and Willie said, and you wonder if he's still alive.
Yeah.
I say, man, that's a great joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Alf was great. For us, it was, here in Bulgaria, Alf and Voltron and stuff
And
like
Mr.
that.
Mewtwo says, to my shame, I haven't got the chance to watch the anime back in my day because I didn't heard of it before, but I know Saber Rider. Well, if you like Saber
If you like
freaking
Saber
Rider,
Rider, yeah.
you're gonna love
Yeah,
Voltron.
and also Mr. YouTube, now if you check Voltron, the English version, do check after that the original Japanese version, Beast King Go Lion, or if you want to start with that, because it's way different. As I said, there is blood and
Yeah.
they kill each other there, and it's really different. Not
Oh my
very
God.
popular in Japan, actually. The American version made it popular. Also, they got it by accident, because the idea was for them they wanted different footage from different animes, and when they called the Japanese company, they said the name, okay, so we want footage from this, but they forgot the name of the original anime they wanted, which wasn't Voltron. They forgot the name, and they say, and the one with the lion, because it had a lion robot in the other cartoon, which I forget. And they said, and the one with the lion, so they sent them Beast King Go Lion. They said, but what is that? That's not good for kids, okay? So
Yeah.
but then the rest is history, really. So do watching the original Beast King Go Lion. Do watching the Netflix version, actually, of
Yeah,
a
the
couple of years
Netflix
ago, because it's
version.
great. That's back in the days when actually Netflix were doing great anime-like projects. It is done by the guys who made Avatar: The Last Airbender, the original cartoon. So that was still great. And here he is, his glory. I also don't have an action figure for him. It was too big and too expensive for me too.
Yeah, he is beautiful, man. That's one of the most beautiful robots I ever seen.
Exactly.
I mean, that robot from Saber Rider is cool, but Voltron is the
Ramrod, yeah, but Ramrod is just a ship that transforms into a robot. Here you have 5 separate lines that you can use separately, and then they combine into one, and
Yeah.
you have the pilots and everything else.
Saber Rider Ramrod?
Ramrod, yes. Here he is.
Oh, he's a ship.
There is a toy.
I mean, I like him.
Yeah.
I definitely like him, but
He's a big cowboy.
yeah,
He's a big
he's
cowboy.
just not Voltron.
Just not Voltron. Yes, Voltron is,
Yeah, I like. You know what I really like about Saber Rider and Voltron? Like the helmets.
The helmets, yes. The helmets,
The
are
helmets are so cool. Just love that style. Okay, here's Ramrod.
cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's a different version.
That's
Okay,
basically
but
a
still.
samurai if you think about it. You
This
know?
version kind of looks like that, but it's actually a cowboy. He has a cowboy hat and a poncho
Oh, okay.
on the back.
Really
So,
looks like a freaking like a samurai because of the
Okay.
helmet.
and Voltron looks like a knight.
Yeah, like a knight. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take this under consideration. Oh, you really
Do it,
really
yeah, do it.
Alf buys a Ferrari is my favorite episode. Oh.
Oh,
They
when
should
he
remake
bought the Ferrari and he crashed after. Oh, yeah, that's a great episode. I
Oh,
remember
I
that
forgot
one.
about that
Yeah.
one. You gotta play that to me.
Also, by the way, because Mr. YouTube says you can't compare Voltron with Ram, they're two different beings. In the original Beast King or Lion, actually Voltron was, at first he was sentient robot, but because he was too good of a savior, he saved a lot of lives, he got arrogant, so a goddess punished him for his arrogance by taking his sentience and splitting him into 5 separate lions.
Oh God.
That's a cool story there. And roadkill.
Roadkill. The roadkill.
All these are for Logan. Don't be jelly. Thank you. Thank you, roadkill.
What do you mean jelly?
Jealous.
Ah, jealous. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's short for jealous, jelly.
I really don't know. Well, I don't have such feelings in me, so no worries. I'm the opposite of the Emperor of Mankind, as you know.
Thank
He's
you.
He's light side. He's Star Trek.
Exactly.
Basically,
These
if you know the lore.
These are flowers because of my knowledge, apparently.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, roadkill.
Thank you.
Thomas says both remind me of Transformers. Transformers also starts like a Japanese thingy from the toys and then transfers over to America because of the toys and the cartoons.
Yeah, but isn't Transformers like younger than Voltron? Not younger. Yes.
Which one? The cartoon?
In general, Transformers.
Depending when the toy starts, I think the Transformers, the toy line is first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First, really?
Yeah.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah. Hell.
Hell. Though Voltron looks pretty cool, but Ramrod is part of my childhood and I will die on that hill.
Well, they were both part of our childhood, so you know, from one side we have Voltron and on the other download. So really.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When I watched the cartoon, I never knew how this guy was called.
Who download?
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
no
well,
idea.
in Bulgarian they translated Titan, so I could never hear the real name. And just when I watched it in English when I was older, I heard, wait, his name is Ramrod. In the Japanese original, his name is Bismarck,
Oh God.
which is a German warship.
Yeah, but Mr. Mewtwo, in all seriousness, as geeks coming from you, coming from you, coming. That was inspiring. Okay, leave me to it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
No, I have to remember after that. So say it before I forget.
Okay, so Mr. Mewtwo and Roadkill and everybody, coming from two geeks that are super geeky, if we say that Voltron is a classic thing for the ages, it has a heart, it has a soul. It's interesting. It's pretty cool. The idea, I think, is pretty original. I just find it very original because it has lions, they roar, and they are sentient
Yes.
to a point. And that is so cool. I find that so cool. And he has a sword, and he's a great knight.
Also, the
There's
music.
nothing not to like.
Exactly. Also, the music
That rhymes.
is better in the American version. In the Japanese one, it's not that good. And in the American version, they actually say the things form, feet, and body, and the other things. In the Japanese one, they say nothing. But Mr. Mewtwo,
Oh no.
I'll give you one thing now. I like Voltron more as a design than Ramrod, but
My
I
butt?
like I like Saber Rider, Firebolt, Cold, and April. You know, these are star sheriffs. Much more than any of the pilots of Voltron. Actually, they had more personalities. You know, especially Firebolt was my favorite. You know, because he was the Japanese guy with a cool car and all the other things. So if we put them into the Lions, perfection. I mean, from Voltron, my favorite pilot was Keith, of course, who piloted the Black Lion. He was the leader and, you know, the coolest of them all. But really, as personalities and as characters, the Saber Rider and Star Sheriffs had more personality. They were actually the main characters in that show. Whereas in Voltron was kind of the main character. Everybody wanted to see that. And
Yeah,
you know,
Voltron.
just get inside the Alliance and give us Voltron. Whereas in Saber Rider, you see them do stuff, and even if there were episodes in which they don't transform the ship to Ramalot, and I was still fine because they say, oh, they did great things and they have cool suits, and you know, I got my kick out of it.
Buy our toys.
Buy our
Buy
toys.
our
Very
toys.
good. Yes.
Ah,
It'd be
good
great to
old
have a Voltron.
days.
Good old days of great cartoons. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Exactly.
for Mr. Mewtwo. We are geeks, nerds, otakus. Otakus? At the end of-
Otakus.
Otakus.
These are Japanese fans.
Ah, Japanese. Thomas says the only reason I know the name of the Bismarck is the song Sink in the Bismarck.
Yeah, well, you know, the robot
Oh,
was
and-
called after this.
And for you, Thomas, as well.
Yeah.
Hi to Sturgeon 510. Voltron is the shit.
What's that?
What's that? Every time they would form like Voltron in an episode, it was the moment every kid waited for every episode.
Totally.
Absolutely high.
The sooner they've done it, the better.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord
Exactly.
Daniel had to. Where did you remember that? Because there's gonna be a Voltron movie that we just discussed before
Yeah,
you
we
came.
discussed that.
And
'cause
Henry
there is
Cavill
news
is
about it.
playing the son of Allura,
Yeah.
of Princess Allura. So yeah, Voltron was fire back in the day. Yes, yes.
Exactly.
Tacos? What tacos? Has anyone here seen the Speed Racer cartoon?
I have. Yeah. Also, Japanese one, and then translated and brought over in America. You know.
If you are to remember old
classic anime.
cartoons and stuff, search Masks.
Ah, masks. Yes. I forget, Lord Agnew, what was it mask stand for? So something like mobile, automatic. What was the abbreviature for that? Masks is also a great cartoon. I love 80s cartoon because they were drawn amazing. Yes, they were made to be, Thor commercials essentially. But I like the styles and music, and they have great intros and things like that.
Let's-
Cheesy or not, I like them.
Let's find Saber Rider now.
Saber. Here we go. Yes, and the Starship.
Sheriff is... Hold on your butt, guys.
Hold on to your butts, it's some 80s goodness.
Yeah.
For us, it was nice.
And I didn't even know that I'm watching anime.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I
You see?
didn't even know.
As anime undercover.
Maybe there's nobody to tell me.
Yeah, well.
Hey, Gary. Yes, you're watching an anime.
You're
What?
watching an anime. But they speak in English. No, it's still anime.
Yeah. Oh,
There
my
were some
gosh.
Japanese names in the end credits. You've seen that.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Oh no, it's
Schmack,
good.
schmack,
It's good. It's good. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. Just gonna remove the crop.
Ah, yeah.
The crop was for the other things, but the format is 4:3, 4:3
to
something.
3.
The old format.
Schmack, schmack.
I'm digging.
It was diverse. All of them were from different countries.
Yeah, well, all the guys from Bolton are from different planets or whatever.
Technically. Yeah. But that's the whole song, actually.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool intro. I like how the ship is square.
See, 80s songs are great.
That's nice. I love that. I love how the armor looks, hard.
Yeah, it was hard. There was even one episode they showed how they got it all.
Oh no, I'm not a geek out then. I love this.
So I'll show you.
I adore the force.
The doors, yeah, and the car. I love the car. The car had like a machine gun.
I used to try to make that force in a Lego.
Yeah, well,
And I made it.
oh, nice.
Yeah, I can make it.
So most of my friends were called and say it's
I'm this
like a
guy.
cowboy. Yeah,
I'm a good guy with the force.
yeah, well, I was the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
You know, in the original, he's actually the leader, not Saber Rider.
Though you came too late, so we went to just stop it. That's what happened.
Just you have to actually.
How about cut these into videos?
Yes. But yeah, as I said, in the original Japanese, Firebolt is actually the leader, so I was onto something.
Oh, yes.
Right.
That's my favorite one.
Amazing. As the Emperor would say, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, that's what I'm writing him to say.
Exactly. And that's why you're the Empress, actually. You're
Absolutely.
telling you what to say.
Absolutely, of course I am. Lord Dragiel, we just covered the news that Voltron, there was the first screening of Voltron, the movie with Henry Cavill, and that was great. I mean, the test screening went great. And that comes from Mr. H Reviews, and he has a friend that actually watched the movie, so it's very legit source. He also had such leaks before, basically reporting of some screenings, and everything was absolutely fine. Sorry, I had to lower that. I should lower that. I don't know if you heard anything that I said. But yeah. So we just talked about, when we talk about Voltron, you cannot forget the Saber Rider.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
they were on at the same time, and they're very similar. They're both extremely cool, and just they're very memorable. It's just cool.
Exactly, yeah. And really, we grew up with that here. Those were the two best cartoons that they show, and they show them on the same TV. So
Yeah, how did the stream crash? Everything runs perfectly. I mean, the page crashed for me, the page itself, but other than that, everything's fine. Gotta love the old sci-fi cartoons when the cartoon panels and spaceships are huge, as colorful, nondescript buttons.
Yeah, but the red button that they had to push so that the ship transforms into a Ramrod was a small red thingy that they had to push like that, and his finger was doing this. And every other button was gigantic.
Yeah, you gotta love it.
Just that button was, the smallest one, so that you wonder, ooh, what does this button do?
Yeah. Okay, guys, we really gotta go.
Yeah.
We really
Time to go.
totally went out of budget.
Yeah,
So
over
to speak,
budget, yeah.
over budget in terms of when we had to get out of here. So the start of the old cartoon would not let to go for easily. So yeah, guys, I gotta be able to after all, get up for the morning stream. Now, most of the people checked out by this point. We went on totally different topics, but we're going to rate disgusting.
And
Well,
it shows.
how many people we have? We're still gonna rate disgusting. And hopefully, you guys, you're gonna like the topics that they're talking about. My network show, because this is a network show, will come on the 2nd of October. So I'm gonna be there.
Exactly. They don't say things like that. They don't say those parts of reality. So they think
Okay, yeah, they have some cool topics, some cool guests there. So definitely go and check
Oh, there
them
isn't
out.
a kitty.
There's the kitty.
There's a kitty.
Oh yes,
Mhm.
I think that's Chansey.
Chansey. Yeah, good.
I think so. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the support. Let's see who supported the stream tonight. This was amazing. Thank you so much. Love you guys. With me, the 40 campers and Logan. I hope that you had fun. Bye bye.
The 40K Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms